We are hosting a very large adoption event here this weekend at the Niagara Falls PetSmart. We have Traveling Tales Canine Rescue has joined us as well with some of their adoptables. We have cats inside. We have donuts fundraiser that's happening. We have a penny sale that's happening. It's wonderful. This is day 3, so we have done wonderful. We have a lot of sleepovers. We have had some adoptions happen, which is fantastic. That's what it's about, is finding these animals homes.
Well, I came over because I was at Walmart shopping and I saw the big screen, or the tent, and I went over looking at dogs, just because I know that my dog might want a friend. I just happened to come over, and the dog that I chose was a dog that looked very similar to my own dog, and I thought they would be nice friends together. And we've had an overnight together, and they've gotten along really well. They wrestle, they play, they run around in the backyard, you know, like, and he's also a big cuddler. I decided to name him Calvin, just because my son's name is Klein, so I kind of thought Calvin Klein. All my kids are named with a C. My mom is named with a C. My dog is named with a C, so I kind of figured, well, we have to go with another C, you know, that type of name. And so far he doesn't know his name, but, you know, we'll get there.
So yeah, we're doing sleepovers. So we have a few of our dogs that are on sleepovers. It gives people an opportunity to have the animal in their home, in their environment. If they have other animals at home, that they can see how they do. And it is not something that you need to make that decision right off the hop. And if it doesn't work out, that's okay too. So, you know, we've had sleepovers come back, and it's okay. We can get more information about the animals with that. So it's a win-win for everybody.
Okay, I'm a volunteer with Critter Cabs. We transport animals from Quebec and Ontario. We transport them as far north as we have to go. We go from Montreal to Windsor and down to Niagara Falls, and we're volunteers, so we transport animals for rescues and for shelters. And it's free. Like I say, we're volunteers, we do it for free. They ask us to pick up animals that they're pulling from shelters, and we pick them up and we move them by stage by stage all across the country in one day. So we can go from Montreal to Windsor in about 12 hours. Yeah, everybody right now is just slammed. They're just overwhelmed with animals, the rescues, the shelters. So the shelters will tell people, they'll put the word out that they have animals that are going to be euthanized, they don't have space, and then the rescues will step up and try and pull them, and then we pick them up and we move them to wherever the rescue needs them. So we take them to their fosters, we take them to their permanent homes, you know, we take them wherever we have to take them. Hi, little guy. Puppies and anything. Puppies, dogs, cats, lambs, chickens, rabbits. We need volunteers. We always need volunteers. We get calls all the time, and we need more people. And it's, you know, it's a great way to volunteer. You drive, you take animals in the car, which is really fun, and you can do your own time. So when you're not free, you don't volunteer. When you're free, off you go. But we always need volunteers.
So we are here just spreading the word about our adoptable dogs. Traveling Tales Canine Rescue is a Canadian-based rescue. We focus solely on shelter dogs, owner surrenders, and we work as well with our northern communities to pull the strays from up there. We're our own organization. What happens is we intake the animals from places like the SPCA or other shelters in the area, actually all over Ontario for that matter. And what we do is we bring them in, we have them assessed for whatever they might need, and then they see the vet, they get their treatment, they find their families, and then they're adopted.
So we were lucky enough to receive a grant from PetSmart Charities of Canada that helps pay for the rental of the fencing, of the tent, any supplies that we need to host these events. So we were fortunate enough to receive a $35,000 grant that helps us put on these initiatives. We are not at capacity, but we do have waiting lists for intakes right now. We're finding a lot of people are just struggling financially, so they're looking to surrender and relinquish over to us. Adoptions have an ebb and flow to them, so we have our slow times, and then we have times where we pick up a little bit more. So adoptions have been going very well, and we're so happy that we can get these animals into homes and showcase them out in the community this way. No, we want to thank our volunteers that are all out here today that are helping us, the PetSmart staff, the training team is helpful if anybody has any questions. We're all in the same thing, looking for homes for animals, so when we can all work together and collaborate together, I think we just can reach more people.